This week, it's the third part in this three-part video series on increasing your revenue, and we're talking about increasing the frequency of visit. Hey, it's Tom Jacobs with TomJacobs.com right here. Make sure you're visiting my website and subscribing to get more information. I have some great tools that I'd love to share with you, especially that spreadsheet on how to increase your revenue and how you do it with these three things that we've been going through. And this week we're talking about the third thing. And just to recap, the first thing is to increase the number of clients coming into your business. The second is increase the average spend per client. And the third, bingo, what we're talking about today is increasing the frequency of visit. Now, when I went through this a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, how do I increase the frequency of visit? I already have clients coming in, three months, 6 months, and 12 months. I was like, oh, why don't I increase it to 18 months, 12 months, and 6-month agreements? And bingo, that increases the frequency of visit or the longevity of that client. I was like, wow. And it really made a huge difference in the bottom line. In selling those 18-month agreements, it's a commitment that they're making to be with you for 18 months or 12 months or 6 months. And that was a really easy way of increasing the frequency of visit of that client. Now, if you do like online training or you're doing a visit, you have a service-based business, increasing the frequency of visit is really about staying in contact and providing value to your clientele and giving them a reason for coming back to see you. So if you're doing just one-off type of trainings, so let's say you're a personal trainer and you're doing a training session, well, at the end of that session, you might say, well, let's connect again in a month to make sure that you're filling in those, you're following through on this action plan that we've laid out, and now you have a scheduled session and you're increasing the average that person came. If you didn't set up that session and you were waiting for them to contact you, it might be 2 months, 3 months, 6 months down the road. But if you stay on top of it and have a process in place to make sure that you have those clients coming back, then it's going to increase the frequency of visit. If you do like dental or cosmetic surgery, like the fillers and the Botox and all that good stuff, this is one of my favorite areas because it's one that's really, it's low-hanging fruit for that business owner. Because if you have somebody that's coming in for Botox or filler, that stuff doesn't last forever. So you need to have them booked in for their refill and staying in contact with them and make sure that they come back in. And I'm not ashamed to admit, I use Botox and do for a touch-up. But you know what? The person that I go to doesn't always tell me when I need to come in. If she actually phoned me up or her office phoned me up and said, hey Tom, it's about time, how are things working with you? Do you need a touch-up? Oh yeah, I do. And then book a consultation or book the appointment. I'd be coming in a lot more frequently, I think. Wouldn't you? How about that dental office that every 6 months you're supposed to come in for a cleaning? Well, at 6, you always schedule it at 6 months, and then that appointment comes and you're like, oops, I forgot about it, and then you have to delay it for 2 months or 2 weeks or whatever, and you're really not going in every 6 months. You're going in every 7 months or 8 months, and so the dental office is going to see you twice in that first year and once in that second year, and that's really not appropriate. Ideally, I don't know, I'd love to have my teeth cleaned every 4 months, 5 months, something like that, so that it feels nice and fresh in there and keep the decay away and all that good stuff. So why not start those reminders at month 4, and then the phone calls and the text messages, and make sure that those processes are working properly so that you are increasing the frequency of visit of your clientele. Those are just a few little nuggets on how to do that. I'd love to talk to you a little bit more privately about your specific work and how I might be able to give some suggestions on how to increase the frequency. It only takes about 30 minutes. It's a free call. Just go to TomJacobs.com, request a strategy call, or send me an email, tom@TomJacobs.com. Very simple to get a hold of me. I'm on Facebook. Tea with Tom is the group that I moderate. Love for you to join that group and get tidbits on increasing your business and increasing your freedom in the same time, which is so very important. And that's what I do. I help business operators move to business owners and create that freedom that they ultimately desire. So until next time, have a